As rotations tighten in the playoffs, it's absolutely crucial that teams figure out what their rotations are so that they can play the best combination of players to maximize on-court production. And, getting those rotations right could mean the difference between winning or losing a close game in a 7-game series. In today's video, I'll be ranking the 10 best 5-man lineups ahead of the 2023 NBA playoffs, using a combination of both advanced stats as well as just the eye test. Because as great as advanced stats are, they don't necessarily tell you everything, because you can have a 5-man lineup with garbage time players who just happen to go off in garbage time and have the best net rating in the league. So I will be taking into factors such as total minutes played between these 5-man units, on-court fit, and overall just how good the team has looked just from watching them play. Now keep in mind, this isn't a ranking of who the best teams are, but just rather what are the best 5-man lineups out there. So if you do enjoy today's video, I would really appreciate it if you can hit that like and subscribe button to help my channel grow so I can get all those sweet views from the YouTube algorithm. But without any further ado, coming in at number 10, I've got the Sacramento Kings with De'Aaron Fox, Malik Monk, Keegan Murray, Harrison Barnes, and Domantas Sabonis. So this 5-man unit has a net rating of plus 10.0, and the Kings are on pace to become the best offensive team in NBA history as per offensive rating. And with that high level of scoring, they're pretty much a threat to outscore anyone in the playoffs. The real question is, can the Kings defend at a high enough level to supplement their offense? So this 5-man unit is pretty much the highest in net rating, and if you do actually take out Malik Monk and put in Kevin Huerter, who actually is their starting shooting guard, their net rating drops to just 1.4, despite the starting lineup playing 889 minutes together compared to the 105 minutes Monk has played with the rest of the starters. At number 9, the Cleveland Cavaliers lineup of Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, Karis LeVert, Evan Mobley, and Jarrett Allen. So these guys have a net rating of plus 15.1 over 29 games and 231 minutes. Now, if you look at this lineup right here, if you replace Karis LeVert with Isaac Okoro, who generally is the Cavs' starting small forward, the net rating does drop to plus 6.9, which is still a very good mark. But if you actually replace LeVert with Dean Wade, that net rating number goes up to plus 17.4. Now, Wade has also gotten the starting nod the past 2 games in the absence of Okoro. But overall, I think this lineup right here with Karis LeVert at that 3 position will be the Cavs' go-to lineup in tight game situations, especially seeing as he can be that third ball handler, shot creator, in addition to Garland and Mitchell, which does take some pressure off of them, in playoff time. At 8, I've got the Memphis Grizzlies lineup of Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, Dillon Brooks, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Steven Adams, which clocks in a plus 13.0 net rating over 11 games and 128 minutes played together as a group. The Grizzlies haven't had much continuity this season with their regular starting 5, as I mentioned, with just 11 games played together in 128 minutes. Last season, this same lineup had a plus 24.9 net rating with a similar amount of minutes played, although they did have a negative 23.0 net rating in the playoffs, albeit lesser games because Ja did miss a few games in that opening round. I do only have the Grizzlies at number 8 because they do have a very deep bench, and a lot of their lineups with a few bench guys still have an excellent net rating, as you can see right here. I will, however, give them the nod over the Cavs due to their group being, they have a bit more experience playing together for longer and they have a bit more proven success. At 7, I've got the Lakers lineup of D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves, LeBron James, Jared Vanderbilt, and Anthony Davis, with a plus 24.7 net rating over 5 games played and 54 minutes. This lineup right here is very hard to rank for me because there's a very small sample size, obviously, and I know people are going to be mad at me ranking the Lakers above the Grizzlies and the Cavs, who have proven a lot more this season. But I think the Lakers net rating kind of speaks for themselves, and it's the highest of all lineups in this video, even after the beatdown the Clippers just handed them. And it's pretty obvious that this is going to be their starting 5 moving forward. They're not going anywhere, so the minutes and continuity will come over time. The Lakers overall are 6-1 when LeBron, AD, and D'Angelo Russell play as well, so clearly something is working. Now, this one's, like I said, it's very debatable. You can move them down. I wouldn't be mad if I moved them down, but I think from what I've seen, as a 5-man unit, I personally would take this Lakers 5-man unit over the Grizzlies, the Cavs, and the Kings. Next up at number 6, I've got the Philadelphia 76ers lineup of James Harden, Tyrese Maxey, Tobias Harris, PJ Tucker, and Joel Embiid, netting a 12.5 net rating over 30 games and 366 total minutes played. The 76ers have one of the most well-rounded starting 5s in the entire league, and have found success starting whether it is Tyrese Maxey or DeAnthony Melton. Just for the record, DeAnthony Melton, when he does start, this lineup here has a plus 7.9 net rating. This ranking over here isn't a knock against the 76ers by any means. I think they're a great team. They're, obviously one of the best starting lineups, like I mentioned. I just think overall they don't have as much juice as any of the 5 lineups that I do have ranked ahead of them. So kicking off things at the top 5, at number 5, I've got the Denver Nuggets with Jamal Murray, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, and Nikola Jokic, with a plus 14.3 net rating over 40 games and 687 minutes. A better net rating, larger sample size, and Jokic's insane on and off splits, for me, puts the Nuggets ahead of the 76ers. Nikola Jokic quite simply elevates the team's ceiling so much that the team fucking sucks without him, and they look godly with him. There isn't a single non-Jokic lineup that the Nuggets have played more than 27 minutes this season with a positive net rating. Meanwhile, if you look at all the Nikola Jokic lineups, which have registered over 25 minutes played, all of them have had a positive net rating. That's it, period, full stop. At number 4, the Phoenix Suns with CP3, Devin Booker, Josh Okogie, KD, and DeAndre Ayton, with a plus 17.3 net rating over 7 games and 110 minutes. It is a small sample size, I know, similar to the Lakers. However, look at it this way. If you replace KD with Torrey Craig in the starting lineup, which the Suns did have prior to KD, getting his health back and getting back into the rotation, they had a plus 12.3 net rating in 229 minutes. And in my opinion, it's pretty safe to say that if you swapped out Torrey Craig for Kevin fucking Durant, it won't really do any harm to their lineup and it will only make them better. Overall, when you watch the Suns play, KD lifts their ceiling so much more and they look like a completely different team when he does play. And overall, they are 7-0 when KD does play. And there was a crazy stat that came out where KD is actually 20-1 in his last 21 games. So yes, I think having Kevin Durant in your lineup, regardless of sample size, will make you a pretty fucking good team. At number 3, the Boston Celtics with Marcus Smart, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and Al Horford. Yes, I'm biased, but I don't give a fuck. These guys have a plus 12.2 net rating over 35 games and 432 minutes, and you just have to put some respect on their name when they were, they made it to the NBA Finals last season. So when you look at it this way, I think they're very deserving of this number 3 spot over the teams that I have ranked them ahead of. Last year's lineup, which had Robert Williams in place of Derek White, has actually registered a negative 12.4 net rating in 81 minutes played this season. Largely, I think, is due to the fact that Robert Williams just hasn't looked like that same DPOY caliber player he did last year with, all these different types of injuries that he's been dealing with this season. If you, however, insert Robert Williams and keep Derek White, who's actually excelled as the primary ball handler this season, and take out Marcus Smart, the net rating jumps to plus 44.9 in 69 minutes played, which goes to show that advanced stats, they can favor anyone in any kind of way. So take it as you may, but that starting lineup for the Celtics, because of the continuity they have playing together, because of their success making it to the finals, and also this season where they are the number 2 team in the Eastern Conference, I have to give them the nod and give them that 3rd spot. Number 2, the Golden State Warriors with Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green, and Kevon Looney. This 5-man unit has yielded a plus 21.9 net rating over 27 games and 331 minutes played. Now, I don't care what anyone says about Golden State's record in the regular season. I don't think anyone in the NBA, and I mean anyone, wants to face a healthy Golden State Warriors team with these 5 guys specifically in the lineup. I'm actually surprised that they've played 27 games together this season, given that both Steph Curry and Andrew Wiggins have been kind of in and out of the lineup all season long. And as you can see, both the advanced stats and the eye test strongly favor this lineup. We all know how dangerous the Warriors are when they are healthy and whole. As a matter of fact, last season, this lineup right here played 0 minutes in the regular season, but in the playoffs, they jumped to an incredible plus 18.7 net rating en route to winning the championship. So yes, I don't care if the Warriors are having an average to mediocre season this year. I think the fact that they're proven, they've had guys in and out of the lineup all season. I think if they can get this lineup right here on the court for a sustained level of a sustained period of time, they're going to be fucking great. That's it. And my number 1 5-man unit going into the 2023 playoffs is the Milwaukee Bucks with Drew Holiday, Grayson Allen, Chris Middleton, Giannis, and Brook Lopez with a plus 12.1 net rating over 16 games and 119 minutes played together. Obviously, Giannis, Middleton, Holiday, and Lopez have played at an elite level together for a few years now, so realistically, you can add someone like myself into that 5th spot, and this lineup would still be pretty fucking good, and I'd probably still rank them number 1 overall. The lineup's defensive rating is actually pretty shit, and statistically the worst in this video. But when you're the best team in the league and you have 3 elite defenders with Holiday, Giannis, Brook Lopez, and a very good defender as well in Chris Middleton, you get a pass. And we do also have to consider the fact that obviously Middleton has been in and out of the lineup all season long. And so, this isn't even their final form. So I think without a doubt, in my opinion, the best 5-man unit out there today is the Bucks. Now, before I end things, just want to give out a few honorable mentions for a few teams which almost made the cut. Firstly, the LA Clippers with Westbrook, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Marcus Morris Sr., and Ivica Zubac. They have a plus 14.6 net rating over 7 games and 112 minutes played together. If you swap out Westbrook for Terrence Mann, that net rating actually increases slightly to plus 14.8. Overall, I think Russ has played great for the Clippers, as we saw today with the Battle for LA. However, as I've mentioned before in my previous videos, I think what's really limiting this LA Clipper group from pushing into the top 10 is the fact that Ty Lue is so insistent on playing Marcus Morris Sr. big minutes over Nicholas Batum and Robert Covington. I really do think that if you swap out, Marcus Morris Sr. for either Batum or Covington, that net rating is going to go up even more. And secondly, the Chicago Bulls with Patrick Beverley, Alex Caruso, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, and Nikola Vucevic, also with the plus 14.6 net rating over 15 games and 256 minutes played. The Bulls are 12-8 in the Pat Bev era, and are a very fun team to watch with a great net rating to show for it. But this lineup, it just lacks top-heavy talent that the top 10 has, which is why I haven't put them in the top 10. And so overall, that's my top 10 5-man lineups heading into the 2023 NBA playoffs. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Thanks for watching the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, or dislike, whatever it may be, and I'll see you guys in the next one.